Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. This is Pinkie, the housewife. Thank you all for being here today with me. Uh, Today is Thursday. It's been raining a lot here, raining every day. Oh, a lot. And also, welcome. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. I just woke up. I think it was 1 o'clock, a little after 1 o'clock. I'm serious. I just woke up today. Y'all know I sleep. I didn't intend to sleep that late. I really didn't. That was by accident. That was truly by accident that I slept that late. Um, I'm just trying to do something right quick. Okay. Okay. We got some crazy stuff that's been going on in the Diddy saga. In the Diddy saga. I call it the Diddy saga. Yes, I do. It's some crazy stuff been going on. And it ain't getting no better. No better. Okay. A lot of people are speaking out. A lot of new revolution. It's like you're gonna come and get me now anyway, so I'm gonna speak out. That's what they. I guess that's what they're thinking. But let me go ahead and see who's all in the. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hi, Colton. Thank you for being here. I'm happy to see your face. Yes, I am, and I hope you're having a great Thursday. I know I am. And everything. I am. I truly am. What's today? Thursday. Tomorrow I got to go. Okay. I'm just thinking about where I got to go. Because I've been trying to get out during the day now. Yeah. Yes, I am. And let me just say before we get started, for anybody that whether you're in the bushes, let me just say do this first. Let's just do this first. Let's get the house rules out of the way, and then I can just let it rip. Okay. Welcome to the Pink House, guys. Make sure you hit that like button coming in. It's very important to hit that like button. Okay. And then also subscribe to the channel. I am going to say thank you all for doing that. Now, I'm going to put this graphic warning content up. I know I'm putting that up because I know we need to hear that up. Okay? Because this is not good for everybody's ears and eyes. Sometimes things ain't good for your eyes. Just wait, hold on. Come on in. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. If I can see. Okay. Thank you. All right. That's my beautiful baby girl. Yeah. She's here helping her mommy. Yes, she is. Also, what was that? This is not for everybody. Okay? Because there's some crazy stuff that we're going to talk about today. Okay? We are going to talk about it today. Yes, we are. And when I say it's crazy, it's crazy. But, I have to shake this shoulder. Shake this shoulder. This shoulder here is not playing with me. My shoulder don't be playing with me. Okay? But let me just say this. A lot of people are coming out speaking. A lot of people are angry. A lot of people are scared, upset, and just trying to get the hell out of Dodge because just don't know what this man is capable of. Wait, give me 1 second. They just really don't know. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Do I have everything? Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, baby. Okay. That's baby girl. She's gone now. I should have had to say hello to everybody. Okay. But anyway, uh, sometimes you don't know what to do. A lot of people have spoken out. His Diddy's. Let me just say this. Let me just bring up that thumbnail right quick. Now, his next court date, I've been saying that for the longest. I told you all about the one he had on Tuesday. Okay. And that was no more than his sentencing. Okay. And then, but he got bigger problems now. Word on the street is that HIV. I'm not saying okay, but word on the street. Yes, word on the street ain't playing with nobody. Y'all, it's bigger. I think word on the street of that disease is taking the streets by storm now. People are angry, they're mad, and they're speaking. They telling all. They telling all. Who got it? There's a list. There's a list floating around. Yes, there's a list floating around. And people ain't afraid to tell who and how and where it came from. Well, they can't be specific, but they putting out that it didn't come from me, that you gave it to me. And so gave it to you because you told me so. Guys, I'm going to eat my banana while I'm doing this too at the same time, okay? Oh, Lord. Let me, I'm trying to put it on my paper plate because I don't eat a banana like most people do. I eat mine with, yeah, that's how I eat banana. I put it on the paper plate or on my plate, whatever plate I got. And I cut it into pieces, little square, little pieces, and then I pick it up with my fork. I've been eating a banana like that. I don't know how long. That's as long as I can remember. That's the way I eat. I don't know. I have no idea where I started that from. But that's how I eat a banana. That's how I eat a lot of my. I don't eat grapes like that. I eat grapes with a fork. I eat everything, all my fruits with a fork. I don't know why. I don't know why. Grapes with a fork, strawberries with a fork. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I just and only time I won't do that, I got to be somewhere where I can't get one. Then I just eat it the way I can. But otherwise, that's how I eat. Okay. But yeah, the word on the street, and we're gonna talk about that word on the street. Okay. Hi, Cecily Bonnie. Thank you for being here. Hi, Miss Pinkie. You look and sound great as usual. Thank you. And good afternoon, Miss Misty. And she's saying hello to me in the chat. And y'all would not believe this. I think I called somebody this morning when I got up and I said good morning. And they remind me, one something. They said one something. They said, they let me know it was two something their time. So it's two their time, it's one something my time. Well, I'm just getting up out of bed. I didn't intend to sleep that late. I really didn't. I don't know what happened. I couldn't wake up. And I'm still sleepy. Still got the sleeps ninja Nino's going. Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with, because I got to be off in 2 hours because um my daughter's we're going out somewhere. Oh, let me just say this. I wish I had the papers to show. For any, I let me just tell who I mailed out there. Remember the gift we have for the verdict watch party? And those gifts, I'm still healing. Yours was mailed. It's been mailed. Your blue fan, it's been mailed. So you should be getting yours Friday, tomorrow. You should be getting it tomorrow. Sweet tea, your gift have been mailed. You should be getting yours today. I think you should get it today. Okay. If not today, tomorrow, but I think yours is coming today. Um, Terry Matthews. I hope you come into the live today. If anybody see Terry out there, tell her come to the live. Go if you know where she's at somewhere. If you can get in touch with Terry, tell her she needs to get into this live because I need to have her to come up on the panel to get so I can have her to get access to my private chat and put her address in there for me. Terry and my thoughts. I haven't seen my thoughts. I just ordered her a green one. I still haven't mailed hers because I don't know the address. So my thoughts and Terry, I just need you two. Let me just make sure that's it. So Sweet Tea got a pink fan. Healing got a blue fan. Terry got a blue and a brown fan. But Terry, I know can you if anybody know what Terry Matthews is in somebody's chat, tell I need her to come over here just for a moment. If you can her or my thoughts to come over. And if you see them later on today, if they don't make this chat, if you see them later on today somewhere in a chat, just tell them Pinkie is reaching out to you. Pinkie is needing you to contact her or show up in her next chat. So, because she needs to make sure you get your gift from the verdict watch party. But everybody else, y'all should be getting yours. If not today, tomorrow, no later than tomorrow. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. And also, Black Titanic. Happy birthday to Black Titanic as well. And happy birthday to my baby girl, Amonte. Happy birthday to you, sweetie. All right. And so, Amonte and Black Titanic, your gifts are in the mail as well. I mail things to people. I really do. I've been doing that for a long time. Because people love getting stuff in the mail. Okay. So I just need Terry Matthews and my thoughts to get in touch with me or to come to this live. If y'all see them, tell them to come to this live. Or don't miss another. Anytime you see me live, just come in because I need to go ahead and get your stuff out to you. Okay. I know I sent an email, but I haven't received anything. So by email, unless it's being blocked or something. But I need maybe if they can come to my live, I have you to come up on the panel just for a second, even if you've never been up on a panel, because that gives you access to my private chat. And I won't have nobody else come up during that time. So that way they can't see what you type in my private chat. Only person can see is just you and I. And then once you type it in, then I can let you drop down. Okay? And before you drop down, I let you also go back into it and look and let you see that I deleted it from the private chat. All right? But okay, we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. Now, I just wanted to get that out there. Make sure everybody hit that like button coming in. Hit that like button coming in. Okay, now let's go ahead and get on with the Diddy drama. First thing I want to show y'all with the Diddy drama, this here. This is Inner City Press. You know, Inner City Press. They are always up on everything. All right. Inner City Press, and this is today. He did this today, just 4 hours ago. Okay, because I refreshed to make sure it shows 4 hours ago. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show this. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I just had to make sure. And this information, any video I use, that information will be down in my description box below my video. Okay, this is Inner City Press down in New York, like always. Okay, and he's going to tell you some of the same stuff that I was going to be saying to you. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and let him talk because he's going to give you a little more probably. I already listened to it, so but ain't no harm in hearing it again. Here we go, guys. And put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it, okay?
Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Thursday, July 10th, 2025. Now, believe it or not, there is yet more news on the U.S. versus Sean Combs front. Yesterday, Judge Subramanian docketed an order to both sides to provide him with not argument, but a list of cases in which defendants have been convicted under the Mann Act without prior convictions, basically wanting to know what the precedents are. Of course, the government is going to be arguing that relevant conduct should come in, and the defense is going to be saying no and citing a Supreme Court recent decision about acquitted conduct not coming in. Now, the question is some of this conduct not actually acquitted, but simply out there and in the ether? We'll find out as it moves along. Now, ironically, yesterday we went to cover a civil case not against Sean Combs, of which there are many of which are being pushed back, but we'll have more on that anon. But against L.A. Reid. Yes, L.A. Reid. Drew Dixon sued him in 2023 here in the SDNY. And he's changed lawyers a couple of times. And yesterday, his new defense or current defense lawyer, who's trying to get released from the case, came to court in front of Judge Vargas, who also has the Drake versus UMG case. So she kind of has something kind of a music portfolio of cases. And L.A. Reid's lawyer said he's not paying. In fact, he changed his phone number, and they were unable to speak to their client, L.A. Reid. The prosecution, it's Boyce Schiller Flexner, who do a lot of these cases. They did a lot of the Epstein cases, and they're for Drew Dixon. They've been banging away. They're pretty effective. They have a lot of capabilities. They may be winning this one by default because Judge Vargas said the current firm has to finish discovery, but does not have to do the trial. And if at the final pretrial conference, L.A. Reid himself, pro se, or a new lawyer doesn't show up, she's going to allow them to move for default. And I believe that Boyce Schiller will be able to get default. Now, at issue is a Bel Air mansion. The photos are in the docket. We wrote a story about this yesterday. You can start with it with an addition, an extra on X for subscribers and Substack, because there's a lot to it. There's this Bel Air mansion that L.A. Reid claims can't be sold, is decrepit, but there's photographs of it, and they're trying to sell it. And in fact, it was said in court that Mariah Carey was hanging around in the house recently. I haven't seen that story, and I'm not going to track it down. So there's that. I don't want to say it's a more serious front, but I think it is. The state of New York and other states, Hawaii and others, have sued the National Science Foundation. And yesterday there was an oral argument in front of Judge Cronin. It went on for hours and hours. We live tweeted it. And the upshot was that one of their requests for preliminary injunctions was denied because it was essentially granted by a Massachusetts federal judge. And the other one he's taken under advisement. This has to do with funding that National Science Foundation said priorities have changed, and so shall our funding. And as a backup, the DOJ lawyers were also saying there's something called the Taylor Act. You have to take it to the Court of Claims, try to get your money back. You can't get an injunction. So we'll see what Judge Cronin does on that one. There's also the case in Boston we're tracking, which God bless Judge Young, 84 years old, but he's putting it on Zoom, and we're covering that trial. But there's a new case here in the SDNY, and it's a case against UNRWA, the UN Relief and Works Administration in the Near East, for its role in October 7th. There was a first case that the U.S. State Department has now said the UN shouldn't have immunity on, or at least UNRWA shouldn't. And now a second case has been filed under the Anti-Terrorism Act, which might make it the arguments even stronger. The UN must be held to account, and not only in the case of October 7th, but in the case of cholera in Haiti, in the case of no First Amendment throwing the press out, as has happened currently at Inner City Press, and we've reapplied. It's a lawless organization, but there are now two cases, and it's been called related. We're all over it, and we put it all up, the 213-page complaint. Okay, we're going in. To be continued.
Now, Inner City Press always got some stuff for you. Okay. Also, there's a lot of stuff been going on since Tuesday, since Diddy had his pre-sentencing hearing. Okay. And I talked to you all about that. Let me try to bring that up. Remember, there were some dates I wanted you all to know. Thank you, Missy, for letting me know that you can hear me. There were some dates and everything. So I'm going to try to pull those dates up and let you all hear them. Let me see. No, that's not them. Must have been Tuesday. I'm trying to get them pulled up. Let me see, can I find them for you all? Okay, I did. Okay, these dates. Okay, we talked about on Tuesday when he had Diddy had the Tuesday was the 8th, and he had his pre-sentencing hearing, the process. Okay, and the process of it. It goes over the process and everything. With the defense was there and the prosecution was there. Okay. Like I said, I don't think Diddy was there. I think he was by Zoom. Also, that outside the courtroom, it was like crickets. Okay, but a few content creators and everybody, they got the memo. They showed up anyway. Okay, and that shows that their dedication to getting the job done. And I think that Mims was there. Make it make sense. He was there with other content creators. Not a lot of them, but they was there. Okay, and they did they was all on video together chatting. Okay, and Mims is wonderful. Make it make sense. He's great. I'd take my hat off to him if I had one. Okay, but anyway, doing this, y'all know Cassie sent a letter with her attorney to read about the fact that if Diddy gets out, he's a danger to her and her family and anybody that testified against him or that was on the witness stand, and she do not feel safe and everything. Okay, and my understanding is that she had already moved locations. Okay, and it's hard for her to find bodyguards or security team because Diddy didn't put the word out. You know, just like he put the word out when he fired you or let you go because you said no to him for some reason or not. Whenever that happens, then he makes sure you don't work in the industry no more. He put the word out. If anybody hire him, that person, you're going against his wishes. Man, you don't own everything. Okay, just own your company and leave other people's companies alone. Okay, but that's how it works. Okay, but also Dante Nash, also that was the former stylist for Diddy and Cassie. You know, he's testified during the trial and everything, and he also um, opposed Diddy's getting out ahead of his sentence because he was trying to get out before October 3rd. But when he went in on July the 8th, that was a no. And so both the prosecution and the defense had to agree on it. And they agreed, the defense agreed on it. Oh, that was a shock for me. You know that? And let me tell you one reason. He wasn't going to be let out before when they announced the verdict. He wasn't going to get out then anyway. That verdict was announced July the 2nd. He wasn't leaving anyway. Right before the 4th of July? No, that was already a plan not to release him before. And that's why Diddy was shocked with all that money that he was paying out. Somebody got paid. I'm not saying the judge, because judge said he don't need your doggone money. He worked for, he got a job. Okay, but somebody got paid. But anyway, so also I had mentioned for you all to keep certain dates written down. October the 3rd was one at 10 o'clock. That's when his formal sentencing is, October the 3rd. That's when he will be sentenced. And the prosecution got guidelines. They want him to receive between 51 to 63 months, roughly 5 years. Okay, but the defense team, his dream team, wants him to get between maybe 21 months to 27 months. What? They must be out of their doggone mind in prison. Okay, they think that's more appropriate for him. They ain't worried about what's appropriate for him. He's just like anybody else. Okay, but anyway, but the judge will not release him before anything. He's going to stay until October 3rd. So they're trying everything, but he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere because he's a danger. And the defense team had already said he was a danger during the when they was giving their opening statements and their closing. They talked about he's just a woman beater. He just he just beats his girlfriends and stuff. Well, he don't just beat his girlfriend. He's high, got a temper and this and that. He's describing a violent person. He don't just beat his girlfriends. He beat employees. He beat everybody. And if he don't want to beat you, you may end up with pneumonia. If he really want to do you like you do everything, you get pneumonia. Or something else happened to you. Some of these people ain't afraid of Diddy. They tired of being afraid. And that's what's going on now. But also, another person that signed in a letter was his chef. She's a female. She signed in a letter, and she was using her real name. I just forgot her real name though, but she's using her real name. That she's afraid. She is afraid. She said she was afraid if he is let go. She don't know what she's going to do. She don't have money like that to jump up and be running away, hiding, and moving everything and trying to get somebody to protect her. She don't have money like that. She worked for him. She did, but she don't have money like that. Okay? And some people just afraid, they just tired of being tired. Okay? Even the judge told him, you like to pose a danger to the victims. This is what the judge said, that Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims who testified in this case, including herself, which is Cassie, as well as the community and everybody else. This was a letter Cassie wrote and Deontay, and the judge he agreed. He gave them the defense words right back to him, what they said. So, Ninja, you're not getting out. And let me just tell you something also about that getting out. Okay? Let me tell you another thing about that getting out. Here's the dates I wanted to give y'all. Combs' legal team proposed probation officer provide a pre-sentencing investigation report by August 29th. So write that date down, August 29th, with objections filed by his attorney by September the 5th. Prosecution would then submit a corresponding memorandum by September the 12th. These are dates, okay? Probation officer would submit a final report by September 18, followed by sentencing memorandum by both sides, the prosecution and the defense. Okay. The government and the probation office do not object to this schedule. He wrote to the judge, who did not issue an immediate ruling. I'm sorry. Okay. So Combs, 55, faces up to 10 years in federal prison for each for each sentence prostitution count. So 10 years for each prostitution account. So that would be 20, but he get the time served, but they already gave their guidelines, both the prosecution and the defense, okay? But the judge denied bail last week as the Bad Boy Records founder awaits his fate. He intends to hold Combs accountable for his disgrace for the rule of law and for violence, while citing extensive trial evidence, including footage of Combs attacking Cassie at the Los Angeles hotel in 2016. But also, let me just, we're going to drop some news on some of the other big time rappers. They got issues too. But also, before we do that, I want to let y'all hear this. Let me see, can I find it? Oh, I got it in here somewhere. Oh, let me show you all. Remember Inner City Press, okay? He mentioned L.A. Reid. Let me show you a picture of L.A. Reid so y'all can see what he looks like, okay? Some people already know what he looks like, and not everybody know. If you may know the name, but you can't put a face to the name. You know what I mean? So this is what L.A. Reid looks like. Guys, that's him. So, he was sued, like Inner City Press said. So that's what he looks like. If anybody wants to know what do L.A. Reid look like, that's him right there. Let me see what some of the people are saying. He's a record executive and producer who led artists Arista Records and Allen Def Jam Music Group and Epic Records, from 2000 to 2017. Oh, this is on his birthday. This is everybody saying happy birthday to him. So I ain't gonna go over no happy birthday to him. He's 66. Happy 66th birthday, L.A. Reid. I ain't reading all that. I'm not worrying about his birthday. So y'all got to excuse me for that. Okay? I just want to show you all what he looks like. Yeah. Okay? But let me get rid of this one. But let me just tell y'all, a lot of people are going off because then on y'all remember I told you all about what's her name? Let me bring up that girl's name. Remember her? Carisha, please, young Miami. Yeah. She did a nasty foul thing right after the trial on the sentencing day. Okay? Going off on one of the women that got, well, she going off and everything. I think she, everybody called her one of Diddy's madams, you know. And, you know, Jane was kind of upset because he gave her a more expensive handbag and more stuff. And she got a chance to run freely than she did. So Jane was upset about Carisha, please, or Young Miami. Because Young Miami just like Diddy, you know. She don't care none. She ain't no girly girl. She don't care nothing about no women. She treat women just like she's a pimp. She'll pimp you out. You have to watch this woman. She ain't no girly girl at all. She ain't no girly girl. She just nasty and foul just like him. But anyway, let me get her on TikTok and and show y'all what this woman be. Okay, this is what I want right here. Mm, 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 mm. No, okay, no, that's the wrong one. Okay, here it is. Okay. Okay. Now this has been circling around the internet. Guys, this thing been going wow, 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 like wow, wow, west. I mean, it's been going crazy all over the internet. Okay, it has. When it comes to that nasty disease, yes, I talked about it a little in my last live, but I'm gonna let them tell you. Ooh, Lord, everybody been talking. That's what I said, that everybody been speaking and they ain't holding back no more. Because if you're gonna get me, I'm gonna make sure I get the mess, the ish out before you get me. Before you get me, I'm gonna get this mess out. Woo, I'm gonna chill out. Because if you getting out, then I can't get it out. So I'm gonna get it out while everybody else, while it's power in numbers. While everybody else is getting it out, telling, I'm gonna tell too. Everybody is telling. Everybody dropping bombshells on everybody. Okay, here we go, guys. And put a one in the chat and let me know and make sure you can hear it. Hi, Vanita. Thank you for coming to the my live. And hi, and I hope you're having a great Thursday. I'm happy to see you. Okay, here we go, guys. Because everybody is telling all. They ain't letting it because they feel like this. It's safety in numbers. Okay. Hi, sweet tea. I'm in the bushes at work. Okay, sweet tea. I don't know. Did you hear me earlier? You be looking for your gift from the watch party, that Diddy watch verdict party. Be looking for it today or tomorrow. You should get it today. If not today, it'll be there tomorrow. But also, if anybody know where, let me go over that again. I need, okay, my thoughts. If anybody see my thoughts in a live or somewhere, or if you can get in touch with her, let me know, because I need to get her. Remember, she was the one that had left the live before she told me what color fan she wanted. So we picked green for her, okay? Because of her avatar had green on it. So I thought green and there. But anyway, I need her address, okay? She need to hit me up on Instagram or come to this live. That way, I'll let her up on the panel just for a second to get into my private chat. Nobody can see it unless they're up on the panel. I let her up by herself so she can type it into the private chat, and then I get it, and then I delete it. But I want her to see me delete it before she drop down. And I need her and Terry Matthews. So if y'all see Terry Matthews, tell Terry Matthews, I still haven't gotten her address. Terry and my thoughts. But yours is on its way, and healing. Her blue fan is already on its way. So she should get hers, I think, by Friday, no later than Friday, too, because she's a little further than you. And I think though I just need Terry Matthews' address and my thoughts, and then everybody's stuff is out. Okay, I just need those two. Okay, I will let you know when I've received it. Okay, thank you so much. And you know what? And I hope you're not at work CT, Sweet Tea, so you don't have to show your show your face, but I want you to turn it on and let them know. Give them how you like it, and the function of it, and how easy it is to use, and things like that. You know, give a review on it. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go to this, because everybody is talking about this. Everybody. Okay. Here we go.
Acting up because she's jealous or if she's in danger, but what we do know is that she is big mad. Allegedly, she's mad enough for her to leak some insane news about other men that Diddy may have given HIV to. We thought that him sleeping around was bad enough, but according to Young Miami, looks like he was out here being a public health safety hazard. Somebody call HIPAA. But before we get into all of that, can we please talk about the fact that the public already knew about Diddy's HIV status before Young Miami's bold claims? There were already reports that something was wrong with Diddy. So how exactly did we know about it? Well, it all started when Diddy made his first court appearance. Y'all remember how everybody kept talking about how he looked skinnier than usual? Well, it didn't take fans long to figure out that there was something wrong with him. At first, they blamed stress, but Diddy's drastic weight loss had fans convinced it was deeper. After that, the rumors came quick. People started talking and saying that maybe this wasn't just about courtroom drama or him struggling without a lifestyle that he's used to, and some thought it was deeper, like health related. It didn't take long before the whisper turned into full-blown speculation that he might be dealing with something way more serious like HIV. Well, it didn't take long for things to escalate, because some fans started claiming that they had come across one of Diddy's medical reports from his time in prison. Back in February, he was rushed to the hospital from prison. This was supposedly when the HIV test was done. According to them, the report confirmed all the whispers and Diddy supposedly having HIV. So yeah, there were already suspicions about Diddy having HIV before Young Miami went off. But like I said, not only did Young Miami tried to expose him, but she also allegedly exposed his long list of male partners who allegedly caught HIV from him. And fans put two and two together and made Diddy's past even darker, and it connects all the way back to Eazy-E. According to reports, Diddy allegedly caught HIV from Eazy-E, and considering that Eazy passed away in 1995, it would mean that Diddy is allegedly having the virus for about 30 years now. And this is very shocking because y'all know that Eazy-E was in the West Coast rap and Diddy was in the East Coast. Word in the streets is that their affair happened before the East Coast West Coast beef. Some people even say that Eazy-E allegedly gave Diddy HIV and that contributed to the beef, but y'all ain't heard that from me. But y'all want to know what's really interesting is that Eazy-E passed away from pneumonia, just like Kim Porter and a few other people that Diddy has been accused of allegedly unaliving. And multiple people in the industry have called BS on this cause of death. For example, y'all check out this video where PG Knockout claimed that Eazy-E was unalived. According to reports, Diddy had Eazy-E unalive because he found out that Eazy had allegedly infected him with HIV.
But this time too, we really didn't understand, AIDS. We just thought it was like a slow, death sentence in the hood,
Yeah.
But with him dying so fast, did you feel like it was like foul play because he literally passed a
For
month
sure,
after getting
bro.
admitted?
For sure. We all, when it first happened, naturally we thinking like, this got a gang. That's all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we did. You feel me? So naturally we was like, damn, it could be. But then when we start, after we buried him and all that, now you replaying everything in your head. You like, hold up. Okay. The homegirl, one of the G homies' sister, he been with all these years, bro. Still was with her. We went and asked her. She don't got it. He just had a baby. The baby don't got it. He was like, something, you know what I mean? Like, something ain't adding up, So yeah, we all felt like that. We still think that way.
Now, while we may not know if she's acting up because she's jealous or if he's in danger, but what we do know is that she is big mad. Allegedly, she's mad enough for her to leak some insane news about other men that Diddy may have given HIV to. We thought that him sleeping around was bad enough, but according to Young Miami, looks like he was out here being a public health safety hazard. Somebody call HIPAA. But before we get into all of that, can we please talk about the fact that the public already knew about Diddy's HIV status before Young Miami's bold claims? There were already reports that something was wrong with Diddy. So how exactly did we know about it? Well, it all started when Diddy made his first court appearance. Y'all remember how everybody kept talking about how he looked skinnier than usual? Well, it didn't take fans long to figure out that there was something wrong with him. At first, they blamed stress, but Diddy's drastic weight loss had fans convinced it was deeper. After that, the rumors came quick. People started talking and saying that maybe this wasn't just about courtroom drama or him struggling without a lifestyle that he's used to, and some thought it was deeper, like health.
Okay, guys, what do you all think? Now, that's been, I would say, that's been, wait, let me do something right quick because I got to eat my banana. Okay. That's been going all over the internet. It picked up speed after his sentencing. It really did. After the sentencing, it picked up speed. I would say it picked up speed the day up. It really did. The day up, it started picking up a lot of speed. I even did something on it. Okay? Yes, I did. People are not letting this go. No, no, no. Ain't letting that go. For what? And what reason? For what reason? They said, not by hair on my chinny chin chin. People are not letting this go. Matter of fact, it's growing legs and antennas and everything. It's reaching out. It's really reaching out. Okay? So let's go into another. Okay. Let me, it was another one I saw. Yeah.
I don't know about what rumors, right? They say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What?
I ain't about to say you and Diddy. Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
No.
They said he was.
You and Diddy what?
I've been saying it wrong.
I ain't never heard this one.
They said he was.
How you know that?
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Nobody would ever say that one.
Oh, yeah.
So here goes Envy.
They said he said Diddy's boy toy.
I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
Yes, I was in
Why can't
Jamaica
Osiris
with
in
him.
Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy?
Osiris got all nervous, started pacing and laughing it off like, nah, I was there with a woman. But his whole vibe screamed guilty like something went down between him and Diddy. You can't forget French Montana. This dude has been rolling with Diddy heavily for years. But that
Let me just say something. I had the side eye from French Montana for a long time when it comes to him and Diddy. They sit too close on the couch, or when they're sitting down, they sit too close. They're sitting hip to hip. French tends to get very passive. And Diddy, French act like he's the woman and Diddy's the man. He just let Diddy just take over. If they're sitting down, somebody's interviewing, French leaned back. But y'all remember that video of them waking up? He waking up in Diddy's house the next morning. I think it was his birthday. He's all oiled up and leathered up and oiled up, shining, sitting at the table with no shirt on. I don't know, did he have any pants on, but he sure had no shirt on. And neither one of them had a shirt on. And Diddy singing happy birthday. It's like treating his boo thing. I don't know what to say about French. He's just like the rapper from Philly. And now Cyrus, oh Lord, that little kid, I can see the pain. Lately, if you've been watching all during this Diddy trial, this kid, and had so much pain in his eyes because everybody found out that he's Diddy's boo thing. Diddy is the daddy. Diddy is tore that thing up on that vacation. Tore that boy up. These young kids need to run the other way. And he got a family. His son said, don't be around that Diddy, that nasty Diddy, that dirty Diddy. Oh, my Lord.
That one birthday celebration clip, it left people side-eyeing that footage, saying that wasn't just romance. It was something deeper.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend.
He just grinned.
Happy birthday to you. It's a special birthday for both of us. Yeah.
But this ain't just about the fellas. The rumor mill got names of women too. J-Lo, Kim Kardashian, and even Cassie. Cassie especially, because she already said Diddy made her do wild stuff with escorts. Allegedly, some say those same escorts might have been infected. And if any of it is true, Diddy could have allegedly passed this thing around like party favors. And with all this heat online, folks ain't letting it slide. One user said he definitely got Usher. Another said, so then J-Lo, Kim Kardashian, Ray J, all the rappers, singers, NBA, and NFL players probably have it too. Be careful who you sleep with, y'all. They're giving it to everyone. Then we've got another user who wrote, looks like celebrities that went down with Diddy, including them Boy Toy, got to get themselves checked. If these rumors are true, who do you think is going to be the next celeb to be named? And how deep do you think this whole Diddy scandal?
I don't know about what rumors, right? Wait, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to on my. You and Diddy, you and Diddy. Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
No, they say he was.
You and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this one.
They say he was. How you know that?
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Nobody would ever say that one.
Oh, guys,
Oh yeah.
Look at it.
He was Diddy's boy toy.
Look at
I was in
him.
Jamaica.
He's just smiling from ear to ear.
See?
You know, he is smiling from ear to ear. He's blushing because he know he ain't been caught and he don't know what to say. When you've been caught and don't know what to say, it's just like you just give it up. You just give it up. Just say, I give up. I give up.
Y'all, Saucy Santana's ex just exposed exactly how he got HIV, and he's claiming it all leads back to Diddy. The internet has been flooded with rumors about Diddy's connection to Santana for a while now, but this is the first time that somebody from inside Santana's circle is actually confirming what people have been speculating for months. Now, according to Santana's ex, not only did Santana contract HIV after allegedly messing with Diddy, but he says there's hard proof of it. He pulled up with leaked medical records that show Santana's diagnosis, along with receipts connecting him directly to Diddy during that same timeline. And this is why people are saying that Diddy's investigation is getting more dangerous by the day, because every time you think it couldn't get worse, another layer comes out tying him to even more people in the industry, and now allegedly to Santana's health status. But we're about to break down this timeline, let you decide the truth and these leaked documents. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's see what this messy situation is all about, because it's got social media in shambles. The drama started when Chef D went live on TikTok with influencer Rosa, and let's just say they had a lot to say about Saucy Santana material girl. Now, for those of you who don't know, Chef D and Santana were rumored to have a little situation back in the day, but things fell apart after Chef D ended up serving time, and that was the end of that. But during his TikTok live, things took a turn when the conversation shifted to Saucy Santana. That's when Chef D put Rosa on the spot and asked him why he's no longer cool with Saucy Santana. And y'all, Rosa did not hold back. Y'all, Saucy Santana's ex just exposed exactly how he got HIV, and he's claiming it all leads back to Diddy.
And now let me just say this. I saw a video of them going, oh, yes. I don't know whether I can find it. I saw that last night. They was going off. It was, whoo. See, the thing is, y'all know when Usher Butt got towed up and ended up in the hospital. Y'all remember that? Hi, Miss Tina. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And happy Thursday. Y'all know, y'all remember when his butt got towed up. But if it wasn't for his mama, he wouldn't have ended up where you don't let your child go there. And that's why Justin don't want to have nothing to do with these folks. Justin is staying far away, but he's still traumatized. And Osiris, y'all haven't seen, watch some of his old video. This boy is, he I ain't got nothing to say. But not just them. It's a lot of people. There's a list. I think it's Croatia, Young Miami that named off that list. And I think I got that in my last video. That list that was named off. Okay, let me see.
Why y'all not together no more? Because
tell the truth, girl.
Like he was fucking up. He wasn't ready, and I was trying to be a woman and work through things, and he wasn't ready. So then I was like, "Fuck it," and I left. What else? Okay, y'all wanna play matchmaker? You want Summer Daddy? Why y'all not together no more? Because.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, she left him because she ain't gonna. Girl, your show was canceled on Revolt. Croatia Please was canceled. Yes. The people pulled out of that show. Diddy wasn't holding Revolt down by himself. No. They pulled out. You ain't, Okay? When they pulled out, they pulled out. They said, oh no, we got to go. Go. We can't stay here. You ain't gonna pull us down with you, Diddy. You ain't gonna pull us down. That's one thing. They say, you ain't gonna pull us down with you. You're gonna go down by yourself. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for being here. And happy Thursday. I'm looking for something. Okay. But also, now, everybody, let me just tell you all this. One thing that you all don't, I don't know, have y'all heard or did you know? I mentioned this on the day 2, June 2nd, the day of the verdict. Guilty or not guilty, no RICO and stuff on that day, okay? That there is something I said once I had a problem because they said they have reached a verdict on 4 out of the 5. 4 out of the 5, right? That was on Monday. And then on Tuesday, when the judge had them to go back and work on that RICO, because RICO was the only one that they couldn't agree on, right? And when they went back on that Tuesday morning, they came back in no time, right? They reached a verdict on 2 out of the 5. What happened? Remember I said that? I said, no, somebody got paid. Something that happened. Okay, and I did say the judge knew that he wasn't going to let him go in the first place. He wasn't going to let him go in the first place. But I did say that something happened because they had a whole new 4th of July celebration plan, a homecoming for that day, everything. Remember the mama all waving and happy, and remember the kids all smiling with the big smiling. The boys all outside pulling off the shirt, dancing and doing push-ups. So disrespectful, acting like they won the party of the Olympics or something. So disrespectful. Okay, but the girls wasn't. They just walking around happy. First time they ever showed a smile since they've been there. And mama just waving at everybody and just happy and everything. And I said, something is up with this. Yeah. Remember. And then, and I said, if something got to be going on, I said this something got to be going on, like a superseding an indictment or something behind the scenes. I said that. Something superseding. Hello, Linda Gamble. Thank you for being here. Linda Gamble is the mod, guys, the greatest mod in the world. Thank you and happy Thursday. Oh, okay. Linda's giving everybody a hello. 20 and 15. All right. Thank you. Thank you. But I said, and Linda, I'm sorry to hear about your friends with her daughter in the flooding. Y'all, we still need to pray for the victims in the flooding, okay? In the Texas flood. But I said it had to be something going on behind that scene, like a superseding indictment or something. And I was right. Something is going on. Diddy has been charged with 2 more charges since then. Since then, 2 more charges and found his way with his name on it. Okay, but not just that. There is a reason that they're keeping him, because if you're already in the lockup, when these other charges come along, they ain't got to tell you we got to lock you back up. You're already in custody. And most people think he's just going to do a few years and get out. I beg to differ. He's going to do more than a few years and get out. Like I said, I beg to differ. Because there's a reason that they didn't throw all those charges at Diddy at one time. There is a reason for that. A reason all them charges did not get thrown at Diddy all at one time. Yeah, Diddy is facing lawsuits in California and it's after him as well. Remember, he did stuff more than in one state. He didn't just do stuff in one state, at just one place. No, he did stuff in more than one state. Let me explain one thing. I'm no expert on it when it comes to racketeering, and I'm not no expert on how the feds do things, okay? But what I do know, and somebody may say, no, that's not right, Pinkie, but that's okay. But I'm telling you what I know, what I believe is that there is some. Let me take this down. Y'all already see this, right? How did I not have my border going across? Okay. Okay, y'all already see this, right? He was found guilty on transportation to engage in prostitution. And let me just drop this a little so we can see. And guilty on transportation engage in prostitution with Cassie and Jane. Okay, but let me break something down to you all. Let me move that out of the way and put this back up and go here. Okay. Hi, Deborah Jackson. Deborah, let me, for anybody just coming in, and especially you, Linda, I need my thoughts and Terry Matthews to get in touch with me because the other gifts from the verdict watch party, Diddy's verdict watch party has already been mailed, but I need to get Terry Matthews and my thoughts. I need the two of them to get in touch with me or get in my live because I need them to maybe come up on the panel and go into my private chat just to drop their address, but nobody see it. I'll have them come up one at a time. So, and then I'll delete it from there. But I need those two because I still haven't gotten it. If they can't send it to me by, or they can do it by Instagram. I can get it by Instagram if they do it that way. If you see them, Linda Gamble. Okay, thank you, Linda Gamble. If you see either one of them, tell them to go to my Instagram because Pinkie is trying to deliver their watch party gift to them. Okay, and also Deborah, if you see them, anybody in the chat when y'all see them, let them know. Okay. Covered under the Federal Act of 1976. Thank you. Thank you. But all the other gifts, everybody should be getting a gift either today or tomorrow, Thursday or Friday. Okay. I just want to, oh, why am I sitting sideways? I just want to put that out there. Okay. Also, let me get back to where I was. Oh, whoo. Okay. I have them contact you, Pinkie. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Linda. Okay. Also, I don't know. There is something brewing behind the scenes of the Diddy while he's still locked up. And when I say something brewing behind the scenes, it is. Hi, Omar. How my Black Titanic doing? In the doctor's office listening. Okay. All right. Thank you. Tell your doctor I said hello, and he better make sure he take good care of you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. But there's something brewing behind the scenes. Let me see, can I just put it up here? Play it. Also, why I do that, because we got time for both. I'm going to put that up. But also, this is another thing I wanted to put up too. Let me see, can I get it up? Y'all don't, oh my God, this has been some mess going on, guys. When I say some mess, and then when TMZ say the same thing that you've been thinking and saying, you know it's a mess. Okay, wait, I'm looking for something. I got one of them already set up. Oh my Lord. Okay. I guess that's gonna have to be it there. Okay. And y'all don't forget the lawsuits that's coming, Castaway. That lawsuit where the young man Clayton Howard said he was blaming Cassie. Now he's got Diddy. He realized, oh no, I need to have Diddy on this sucker too. So, and that's one good thing. Here it is. Okay. Oh gosh. Guys, it's just so much. I'm trying to see which one of these because I know I got a certain length of time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one here on, and then while I look, okay. And let me just go ahead and put this one here on. Let me just make sure. Okay. This is one that it's frightening me. When I say it's frightening, it's frightening. I'm just kidding. This is some ish. This is some scary stuff. This is some scary stuff. Let me make sure it's the same one I had up on my phone just to make sure. I'm just trying to make sure. Let me just, while I'm doing that, I'm going to bring it up. But I'm going to put something over it. Let me do this here. I'm going to put something over it before I bring it in. Okay. Let me just say this here first. You know how everybody been talking about how the Diddy kids are going to start raving crazy. Okay. Because daddy been locked up. Okay. But there's this thing going on out there that says the suit states, this is about Justin, that Justin, this is one of the kids, not Justin Bieber. This is one of his kids. The suit states that Justin entered into a lease for the Bentley in January of 2022. Because but why would you enter into a lease for a Bentley? Don't people just buy the doggone Bentleys too? That don't make no sense. Your daddy got all this got that doggone money. Why would you enter into a lease? That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just thinking the way I think. You know? Not everybody got billions. And not everybody is multi-hundred and 200 and $900 million. There are some people that maybe got a couple million or a handful of millions. But still, you don't let your kids take a lease on a car. Now, they may not be driving a Bentley, okay? But it's still brand new big trucks. That's more than most people make a year. And you got titles on those trucks. And you don't let your kids put them in their names in the first place. Because you never know what they're going to do. And I can testify for this. They've been through two or three trucks all the time because they paid for it. You buy things cash. You buy brand new cars cash. And and then when you buy, you buy. So that way you got control over it. They'll do the darndest things with it. Hi, Patricia. Good afternoon to you too. I'm so glad to see you here. So glad to see you, God. But that don't make no sense. But I'm going to read it to you. Then we're going to get on with this video. Okay. So he entered into a lease for a Bentley in January of 2022, agreeing to make 42 payments of $3,365.23 each. However, the trouble arose when he failed to make the payments due on December the 2nd, 2023, leading to a default on the agreement. That will cause a default. That's the default. That means they can come and get your Bentley. That can be a repo, leading to a default. As a result, the Porsche leasing is claiming that the entire remaining amount of $172,601.43 is now due, along with additional charges and interest because you was late. You do get hit with additional charges and late fees and everything. And with a car, a Bentley, they're very expensive. So my thing is, what the heck? Yeah, they're still watching it. And I don't fool the twins. I don't fool. I don't talk about them, but they living large. They living like ain't nothing going on. But anyway, they in a way to me they can live like that because it ain't their fault what daddy did. Daddy is a grown man, an old grown man. He can do what he want to do. He bringing sins up on his own self and his own children. We ain't doing it. I'm telling y'all guys. Oh Lord. Y'all, I'm telling you. These kids is a harder rude awakening for them. It is. And the one of the mamas, Misha, y'all remember, Diddy got more than one baby mama, right? Baby mama Misha put in her post. She put a post out. This was during this trial, after this verdict thing. She put a post out said, if anything ever happened to my son, God forbid, what is anyone going to say to me? What is anyone going to say to me? She put 2 question marks. When we all know whose the fault it would be. And she talking to Diddy there. Sometimes you baby mamas, sometimes they've been quiet and won't say nothing, but sometimes you got to speak up. Okay. And she then go on to say, everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. This where the buck stops for me. 100. She got 100. Who? Everyone have to sit around for years and act like ain't nothing wrong with him. That's what she's saying. Girl, it's about time you speak up. And then she said, ain't bad boy. I used to want to be a bad girl. I chose to be a queen. Tried and true. Tried and true. I'm not perfect, but I am intentional. I should have kept my child with me. F UCLA 2. Everybody can get it 100. I ain't got nothing else to say. You should have kept your child with you, because he effed up your son's chance of professional football, and then he effed up any other chance he got, because a narcissist want control. They want you to stay right there with them. They don't worry about your advancement for anything, or your improvement for anything, or your career for anything. It's control. They just want that doggone control. Hi, Impetitious. Happy Thursday to you. I'm so glad you came in. But we're going to go ahead and watch this here. I'm going to put up, let me, and all this information will be down in my description box, okay? And then I'm going to put up let me get a, I'm going to put that up. Oh, that's too big. Oh, Lord, that's too big. Let me see. Yeah. That's too big too. Okay, but we'll leave that there. And I'll just scoot over on this side. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play it. Okay, guys.
Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 2, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, I mean, the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
Damn, the more people connect the dots with regards to Diddy, the more a lot of things are starting to make sense. And baby, I didn't imagine it would come to this, but Steven Twitch Boss has entered the chat.
We go so far back. Don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear T-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right, let's.
I mean,
you hold that.
Okay.
All right.
I could take 2 if the joke didn't work. I
No, it's okay.
I don't want no problems.
No, it's okay.
Hey, so
Undoubtedly, Twitch was the heartbeat of the Ellen DeGeneres show and one of the most beloved faces on daytime TV. But behind the lights, the fame, and the effortless dance moves, was there something darker lurking in the background? Child, whispers are beginning to grow louder again. And based on what I'm hearing now, Twitch may have unalived himself because he was beginning to expose some of the things he was forced to go through in Hollywood. And I'm talking about things like the now infamous Diddy freak-offs. Allegedly. And you know what? Allegedly, it had everything to do with Ellen DeGeneres.
What time do you stay up till?
I stay up to like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning. What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I mean, I make love a lot. And,
He's telling off on the show.
That's
Ellen,
my favorite answer ever.
I told you when I came on the show, I was going to be completely honest and expose myself to the world.
Basically, with Twitch having accompanied Ellen everywhere, people are now asking, did he see something? Was he invited to those infamous parties we keep hearing about? Was Twitch caught up in something he didn't sign up for that forced him to take his own life? Remember, it was reported that Twitch left a note behind. And although investigators who found the note did not specify exactly what it read, the LAPD confirmed he cited past challenges he was still struggling with. But here's where it gets even stranger. Online rumors suggest Twitch may have recorded something like a voicemail about what really happened at these elite gatherings. And there was serious tea in there about Diddy's freak-offs. So are these just internet conspiracies, or is there something more to the story? Get seated, loves. So at the time, when it was reported that Twitch had unalived himself, people said it didn't make sense because, one, Twitch had just celebrated his 9th anniversary with his wife, Allison, sharing throwback images from their wedding and writing, "Happy anniversary, my love," at Allison Holker, #9 years. In addition, Twitch and Allison were even talking about having another kid. So it didn't make sense that he just unalived himself. Naturally, fans started digging to find out if there was something that pushed Twitch to unalive himself. And one one thing people said a lot was that Twitch was planning on exposing Ellen, and she organized his death and made it look like he took his own life. And of course, it didn't help that Todrick Hall, a friend of Twitch, shared that Twitch was under pressure because of the scandal on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
When he was on Ellen and Ellen was being canceled, people were looking at him saying, why are you supporting this woman? And I think that is just a lot of pressure. Human beings are not designed to handle that much pressure. And when I was talking about my experience, his face was like, I know. And he was just like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Y'all probably remember back in 2020, Ellen was accused of allowing an on-set culture of discrimination based on color, fear, and intimidation by several former employees. Even though she strongly denied the allegations, she said she didn't know about them.
As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show. And then there was an investigation. I learned that things happened here that never should have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected. I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show. This is the Ellen DeGeneres Show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. My name is there. My name is there. My name is on underwear. We have had a lot of conversations over the last few weeks about the show, our workplace, and what we want for the future. We have made the necessary changes, and today we are starting a new chapter.
Well, people said that the pressure from the show may have contributed to Twitch's stress, but it wasn't just about that. The streets also said that Twitch may have come across things he shouldn't have about Ellen and other people in the industry, like Diddy. The thing is, Twitch was also a close friend of Ellen, and she took him to a lot of places in Hollywood, including, allegedly, to Diddy's parties, because Diddy and Ellen were friends. Well, anyone who watched The Ellen Show knows that over the years, Diddy was a regular on The Ellen Show, and there was even one particular interview where Diddy was asking Ellen why she never attended his parties.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seen to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
One thing you should take away from that conversation was that Ellen was invited to all the parties, but the only reason she never went to the parties was because they were too far, not because she found them too questionable. And what's even more interesting is that Diddy told Ellen that the parties that start after midnight are a different kind of party. And it's like Ellen knew exactly what he was talking about. This same Ellen has also been photographed with Diddy at his gatherings, so it's possible that eventually she made time to attend the parties. In fact, it's been suggested a few times that Ellen may have attended the less publicized gatherings at Diddy's house where disturbing and potentially illegal activities allegedly took place. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising considering
she goes when Ellen attends the parties when everybody else are gone. When she did allegedly go, but Ellen ain't going no more because Ellen ain't even here. Ellen went to, she moved from the country. Ellen left. When this stuff, the feds start raiding and everything, and he got slapped with a lawsuit, and they raided his house, Ellen said it's time for her to go. Ellen packed up and left. So y'all ain't got to worry about Ellen. And he ain't having no more parties anyway because he's locked up, unless he's having the one in the jailhouse, in the bars, behind bars, and they can do all the parties they want. Because Diddy got a lot of men, whether they straight or not, be happy to ring that bell. Remember TP? Oprah and Extra were at those parties. Yes. Sure was. Ellen has flew the country allegedly. Yeah, Ellen been going. Ellen said she ain't, and it ain't like her show was on the decline. Her show was still doing good. But it all, let me just tell y'all something. Twitch, it ain't like you, it ain't what y'all seen. What y'all see in the paper and read and on the news media, it's darker than that, guys. It's darker than that. Because Twitch had a wonderful, he was doing a lot of things. This man was dancing right before his unaliving. And then all of a sudden, he knew they was coming for him. He saw something he shouldn't see and hear. And he wasn't going to partake into that. That was not going to be his life. He wasn't going to live in that. And he wasn't going to let them keep control over his life. Once you make a mistake because you don't know what's going to happen, attend even one of those things, or see something that you don't, even if you don't attend one of those things, but you hear something or see something that you should not see, that dark side, they ain't going to let you go. Just saying. They ain't going to let you go. What happened to the diddler adopting that clear child? Yeah. Eva. I think her name is Ava. Let me see. Can I pull up her picture? I got it in one of my slides. Yeah. That wasn't, he never adopted her though. That he never adopted that young lady. I'm pulling it up from my file right quick because I made a thumbnail of that. He never adopted that young girl. That was a lie. That was, here it is. Because I put here's one of my thumbnails I made of that. Let me just pull this down right quick and get rid of, and throw this up there. Okay, here it is right here. Where is Ava? You see her? And think about it. Why all nothing but the men, the males around her? And did it kissing her all on the face and stuff. You can see how uncomfortable and she pulling her head away. Something wrong with that picture. Hello, Patricia. And Impetitious. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for being here, Deborah. Thank you for coming in. Something is wrong with that picture. Okay. It was two different stories. First, she said he brought her in when she was 6 months old. She'd been knowing the twins since she was 6 months old. Then he found her walking down the street and he pulled over and asked her, do she want to go home and play with his kids? And then he brought her over to his house to play with his kids. Now, a 6-month-old can't be walking down the street. When she was walking down the street, she was old enough where she can talk and walk down the street, okay? So which is it? And then she gives her first name Ava Baroni. And then he said Ava Baroni Combs. Then she said Ava Baroni Combs. The story that they was making up didn't make no sense because he was coaching her and she kept slipping. Yeah, Kanye West is in trouble too because Kanye West got a lawsuit. He's being sued too. This woman actually sued him before. This is one of his assistants. Now you talking about the lawsuit with his assistant, Linda, because he was sued before by his assistant, but now, just the other day, she brought the lawsuit out because of him SA her. He even stuck his nasty fingers all up in her. Everything. Yeah. He's being sued too. Do I have him up there? No, I just said bigger problems now. We're okay. Yeah, that's one of his biggest, another one of his problems, Diddy's problem, because Diddy's son is all up singing with him and making songs about him and got Nancy Grace in one of the songs and everything. Let me read the words to that song. And now he got bigger problems. He ain't put himself in the limelight now. He ain't got himself all tangled up. Oh yeah, let me just go on. What's her name? The son's mom. Diddy's baby mama. I'm not with none of those TV reality TVs. What is enough is enough. Y'all know. I'm not protecting no one anymore. Just my son, 100. I just want to make sure y'all hear that. Let me see, can I find? Okay, I can't find it. But anyway, yeah, Kanye West is in trouble too. Now he was worried about going to Diddy's trial. Now he got himself caught up. They talking about him now. So that's what happens when you don't sit yourself down. You want to be bold with your white denim jacket and white denim pants on, family with some shoes that fit your feet versus them big water boots that you've been walking around in. Now you got yourself in some problems. Sean, not Sean, what's his name? West. Mr. West. Yeah. See, you need to sit down. When people ain't talking about you and ain't messing with you, that's when you sit yourself down. But you don't go messing with people that ain't messing with you. Okay? See, that's what they just don't understand. But I guess he get it now. I guess he said, I get it now. I should have sit myself down. They weren't messing with me. I should have stayed myself and lay low. Lay low. But anyway, let's finish getting this one here. Because y'all know I only got 2 hours because I'm going somewhere. My daughter and she's taking me somewhere today. Well, we're going somewhere today. Okay. So while I'm out, that's why I really want to go ahead and make sure I get those other 2 addresses from. So while I'm going out, I can go ahead and get them out. From My Thoughts. Anybody know where My Thoughts is? Help her to drop in this live right quick so I can get her address. Terry Matthews. Terry haven't came in, have she? Is Terry in this live? Okay. If she's not, okay. I need Terry Matthews to jump in this live right quick. Her and My Thoughts, so I can get the so they can come up on the panel and jump in my private chat so I can get their address. Because I'm getting ready to go out today. I want to go ahead and get that expedited to them expeditiously. Okay. Y'all know I love a clown. Right, Patricia? Patricia's, well, no, Pinkie loves Pinkie a clown. Pinkie loves a clown sometime. Okay? But let's finish getting this video. Because this video, because I do have another one. Chilly and scary as ish. And it's about the dark side of Hollywood. A lot of the people you all know. I really want to get that one out. But we're going to finish this one first. Okay? We got to finish this one. Ellen question for our Wayfarer partnership amidst conservatory theory. That's what we left off at. What they talking about Ellen, but Ellen and dropped out and she's in another country. She says she ain't fooling with y'all folks in the States. She ain't that crazy. She know when to leave. She said she know when to leave. And she said she gone. She know when to leave and she's gone. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and finish that one for you. Oh, no. Okay, here we go.
We are talking about someone who was caught up in that Wayfair drama about selling furniture at very high prices with children in them. So at the time when the scandal was making headlines, it was reported that the cabinets were being sold at up to $10,000. And
wait now, you got to see this shit. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. These are the cabinets. Sold with children in it. That's some dark. I'm telling you, but this one is not as dark as the other one. Telling y'all some dark stuff. This is some dark stuff. Dark stuff.
They had names associated with reported missing persons such as Naraya, Yaritza, Samaya, and Olivia. And you know what? Ellen was right in the middle of this scandal. So yeah, with Diddy's trial going on, fans are beginning to connect the dots. And they totally see how Twitch may have come across some very incriminating stuff, especially if we consider the allegation that there was a voicemail that allegedly exposed Diddy. Child, to a lot of people, it makes more sense that he was forced to unalive himself because he came across dangerous information. But hold on. You know who people are saying would have even more information about Twitch possibly recording a voicemail that exposed Diddy? His ex-wife, Allison Holker.
It was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out, but it also helped me process that he was going through so much and he was hiding so much.
Okay, let me show you that wife talking. Y'all see the wife talking right there? Talking about he was holding so
There must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself. And he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone.
You see, when Allison noticed that Twitch was not home, instead of calling the police, she went to them. Like she already knew something bad had happened.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did.
Then there are interviews she did months later, which a lot of people found emotionless and said that she overshared. Actually, in one of the interviews she did not so long ago, Allison said that she was with one of her really dear friends and they were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for Twitch for the funeral when she uncovered a cornucopia of substances, including mushrooms, pills, and other substances she had to look up on her phone, hidden inside Twitch's shoeboxes. Based on what she said, she believed she and Twitch had very honest communication, including about his marijuana use. In fact, she said that at night, after their kids went to bed, he would quietly slip into their guest house to smoke or drink. She said that was his alone time and it was his time to recharge. And that was okay. But she never expected to find the things she found in his shoeboxes. She also said that in the days leading up to his death, Twitch was acting withdrawn, showering less frequently, and smoking morning and night, and told her that he was going through a low period. But he was very careful about his wording. Allison also said that she combed through his journals, hoping to find clarity and closure after his death. And she learned her husband had hidden painful secrets from even those closest to him. In her words, he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone because he loved everyone so much. He didn't want other people to take on his pain. She also said that Twitch alluded to being essayed by a male figure during his childhood in several of his journal entries, and that may have affected him till the day he died. While Allison has been slammed a few times for not just disrespecting Twitch and his family with the oversharing, but acting shady and knowing exactly what was up. In fact, one family member, Darielle, a cousin of Twitch, even spilled that Allison required the family to sign non-disclosure agreements to attend his funeral. And after saying that she doesn't care about the NDA, Darielle wrote, "This crazy woman made me and his actual family sign an NDA."
I'll let y'all see this one for yourself right here. You see this? This crazy woman made me in, well, she's gonna read it to you. But anyway, y'all see that? And see what people wrote down at the bottom? Let's say people magazine.
Just to even attend the funeral. She's been trying to tarnish his legacy and refuses to let the Boss family see the children, only to exploit and lie on my cousin? Hell no. Darielle also wrote that contrary to what Allison was trying to imply, Twitch wasn't an addict. He smoked weed and was actively trying to quit, but he wasn't some junkie. In addition, Twitch's brother Dre claimed that since his brother passed, his side of the family has been denied access to the children. He actually took to Instagram to say that his mother and grandparents were trying to process Twitch's death, but they had been disrespected and alienated from family affairs. Then without explicitly naming their mother.
Now, I did do a video on that, a whole video on that, how a video his brother and his mom did an interview. I can't remember what it was, Good Morning America or something, but they did an interview and talking about how Twitch wife at the time, after his passing, they had to sign an NDA or to come to the funeral. And she started acting funny the day of. I mean, right away, this woman started acting a fool right the day of.
Dre said his late brother's 3 children had noticeably limited interactions with their grandmother and the wider family. According to what he said, the reason why Allison was not letting them see the children was because the family did not agree with some original terms of an NDA she presented the family to sign. Now, I don't know what was in the NDAs that she was forcing family members to sign, but sources have been revealing that there was so much more than that. In fact, people have been saying that since Twitch died, that Allison is hiding something. So now we're left asking, what exactly did Twitch stumble into? Was it just the pressures of fame or something more sinister beneath Hollywood surface? And then there are the whispers, those persistent rumors about Diddy's infamous freak-offs, events only the elite got invited to, but few ever speak about. Did Twitch attend? Did he see something? Or maybe even record something he wasn't supposed to? Now, I'm not saying I have the answers, but I sure would love to know your thoughts. So let me know in the comments section below.
Oh. Oh. Woo. Guys, I only got 15 minutes. Oh my Lord. You all, I'm going to just let y'all hear a part of this. This one here. Ooh. And then we'll come back and listen to it, the rest of it later, because this is too long. Okay? Ooh, here it is. I can only let you listen to a part of it, because I'm going to have to be going. So here it is. Okay, here it goes.
God, like when God's light comes through, my life don't work like that. I can make anything happen. My life has been action movies, gangster films, romantic comedies, horror stories.
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get!
Wait, let me, what I'm going to do at the last of this. Wait, give me a second. I'm going to take this down. Here we go.
I can't do it, man. I can't do that.
Give me one
Hip-hop
second,
mogul
guys.
Sean Diddy Combs detained
Okay.
overnight by federal authorities in New York. According to a person familiar with the situation, Combs was caught off guard by his arrest in the lobby of the Park Hyatt Hotel, where he'd been living for several weeks.
Today, I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, trafficking, interstate transportation for prosecution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Right, gotta keep them there. Right, you need locks on the doors.
Locks on the
This is
door.
sounding kind of dangerous now. It's a little kinky, but yeah, rock with me. But just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah. Heat. You mean that physically?
He's only saying this because he never thought he would get caught. Sean Diddy Combs never thought this would come back to bite him in the butt, but it did. Because he's explaining exactly. He'll tell you.
Has to be hot. You don't have no air conditioning. No air conditioning. Why is that? Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose.
Would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected.
From a background dancer to one of the most powerful moguls in hip-hop,
This is what the music industry is all about.
to a wild predator.
Trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, among other crimes.
Sean Diddy Combs is a name that will go down in history as one of the most disturbing examples of what happens when a twisted mind gets immense wealth and unchecked power. A man who was known as Love
I have become love.
is now called the Black Epstein.
He's been called the Jeffrey Epstein of the rap world. And in fact, he is facing some similar charges because now Sean Diddy Combs is sitting in jail preparing to face off against prosecutors in the same court.
You feel I live an extravagant life. I mean, no apologies for it. I'm free as a mother.
Since the 90s, we've been hearing stories about Diddy's deranged behavior.
I could do anything.
And yet, despite the seriousness of all these allegations, Diddy somehow managed to protect himself from criminal investigation for years.
On separate coasts. Some even speculated Combs was involved in Tupac's death. He denies that.
It was hurtful, extremely hurtful. When I lost Kim, it broke my heart forever. So then I was just like, I just wanted.
That's the biggest lie I ever heard. It broke his heart. Oh my God. I don't know what to say about this one.
And turned it into something positive.
Long before Cassie's explosive lawsuit dropped, our channel had been sounding the alarm about Diddy and all the allegations surrounding him. For a long time, we've reported on the rumors of Diddy preying on young people in the industry with the help of other, even more powerful individuals. But it felt like every time people tried to shed light on the darkness, nobody really paid attention. Well, let's just say Diddy's influence runs deep.
The bad boy of entertainment is getting the key to the city.
But now the powers that be are done protecting him, and it's time to confront the truth.
Y'all can't send none of y'all meat meals, y'all puppies, y'all little boozies, none of these names.
Hi, Shirley James. Thank you for coming in, and you're correct. I like what you're coming to. Diddy trial is bringing out a lot of doctrines out of the Hollywood widow. Yeah, it is, because a lot of people are, you finding out stuff like even with Kanye West today. And then there's another one. Who is it? Oh gosh, let me see. Can I find him? Give me 1 second, guys, because I was going to do like Fat Joe. Fat Joe is being sued. And this is June 19th of this year, June 19th of 2025. Variety magazine put this out. Fat Joe sued for $20 million by former hype man in explosive complaint. Alleged the rapper engaged in XEX acts with minors and coerced him into more than 4,000 XEX acts to maintain his standings. Wait now. He's saying, the hype man saying that Fat Joe forced him to participate in over 4,000 hours. That means that's more than a pattern. So I got that. And I said I was going to, lawsuit comes after the rapper sued T.A. Dixon in April for slandering him on social. I had to get close because I don't have slandering him on social media by claiming Fat Joe flew a 16-year-old girl across state lines for sex. And this is all allegedly, but I'm just reading what I see. And I'm going to go into that. I'm going to look into this, guys. That's why I'm still sitting here. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Girl, and you're right. A lot of darkness are coming out of Hollywood now. They're going down one by one, the black men. But we don't care whether they black, white, or Japanese. I don't care. If they did what they did, they need to go down because kids are off limits. Go find yourself a grown woman that can say yes or no. Go find you somebody that don't mind about being your groupie. That's grown. They don't have to be kids. Go. You can find a 20. Look here, I got my comb sitting here. I'm sitting with my comb counting. But you can go find somebody 21 or older, and 21 is still too young. Go find somebody your age, but at least let them be 21 and say yes or no. These kids. That's all I got to say. I got just a few more minutes. Then we got to go. I got to go.
None of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never nobody.
And then
right?
don't forget, what's his name? The Philly rapper. I just forgot his name.
I'm the pussy that never nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. And even if they did figure out a way, I'm still not backing down from what I said. Out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize, They want to monetize and traumatize.
Allegations of SADV, coercive control, forced freak-offs, victimization of individuals as young as 9, to his alleged involvement in the murders of Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. All this is now part of the public record. And this documentary will expose not just Diddy and his deviant crimes, but also those who have supported or enabled him in his sick and twisted acts.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
We'll also talk about how many celebrities have hinted at Diddy's predatory behavior over the years, but those comments were often dismissed as jealousy or industry gossip. People like Jaguar Wright and Cat Williams, who made claims about bizarre rituals and exploitation within Hollywood, were mocked and ridiculed, with people accusing them of tearing down a successful black man.
What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri, king of the files, if you ask me, baby.
Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, Kanye West, and Wendy Williams have been trying to expose Diddy's reign of terror, but for years, their warnings were largely dismissed as celebrity drama. It's almost as if the clues have been right in front of us, but the industry has continuously chosen to look the other way. After all, we all know the Hollywood elites often protect their own. But just as Cat Williams predicted in his January 2024 Club Shay Shay interview,
up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Every lie will be brought to light, and the collapse of Diddy's dark empire has officially begun. Diddy is now being compared to the infamous predator and rumored intelligence asset Jeffrey Epstein, who allegedly ran a massive blackmail operation. What history has shown us time and time again is that no one is too big to fall, and Diddy's power has officially run out. Get ready, because in this video, we're taking a deep dive into all the disturbing allegations and separating truth from fiction about the deserved downfall of Sean Diddy Combs.
This new lawsuit just came out that shows tons of evidence that P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, has been running a blackmail operation very much like Jeffrey Epstein, but in the rap and music industry for basically 30 years.
This documentary is not just about Diddy. It's about a culture that allows such predators.
Guys, now let me just say this. I know that is good, right? We're going to continue watching this, but there's one that's so scary, it's going to scare your socks off. Like when I watched it, not this one, there's another one. It's so scary, and it's about Diddy and the people in Hollywood. So scary, it scares your socks off. And if you think about those things, here, Lord, it just then shivers up your spine. Okay, but I got to go because I have somewhere I have to be. Okay, we're gonna leave hubby here and let hubby do what he do, enjoy himself and everything, and the dogs, and run around. But I got to go. Okay. So I'm going to be going, guys, and it's a crazy world out here. Y'all, it's a crazy world out here. It's a crazy world. But anyway, thank you all for coming in. We're going to finish this up. Now, if I didn't have to leave, because it's only an hour and 57 minutes, but if I didn't have to leave, we would keep going. But y'all know I got to leave, okay? All right, thank you all, and I'll see you back at my next live tomorrow. I will be going live tomorrow. We're going to do it early because we're just going to do it early. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good evening. Enjoy your rest of your Thursday. Bye-bye. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. It doesn't cost a thing to hit that like button. It's free. All right? Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit. Yeah, damn, ain't that great.